Attention everyone. A cringe warning is in effect. I repeat, a cringe warning is in effect.
His name was Robert Millikan, he's teaching still, instilling and using clouds and distilling them and discovering aspects of elements. His knowledge still is relevant, knowledge is school and he's selling it. But Robert ain't a revenant, and even though he's a skeleton, his importance is evident. He was right as a filament, so kick back and just listen, cause it's a story we telling it.
Yeah. Ready. Set. Go.
Rob was born March 22nd, 1868. The location of living was in Illinois State, and in college he studied Greek and mathematics. After graduation he excelled in elementary physics. After mastery he was asked to university. Millikan was then administered a PhD for researching the polarization of light and incandescent surfaces. Used molten gold and silver for these specific purposes. Later on he was sent to Berlin and Göttingen. He eventually returned re-invited by A.A. Mitchelson and was offered a spot as Ryerson lab assistant. He was good at his job because he was persistent. He simplified school text and wrote a lot of books. Telling you up next, we'll have a quick look. Practical physics, the electron, and the theory of optics. Many knowledge texts like a college course in physics. Electricity, sound and light with J. Mills. Millikan definitely had the skills to pay the bills. His discovery is a very interesting topic. In the next verse we'll be explaining his experience.
His name was Robert Millikan, he's teaching still, instilling and using clouds and distilling them and discovering aspects of elements. His knowledge still is relevant, knowledge is school and he's selling it. But Robert ain't a revenant, and even though he's a skeleton, his importance is evident. He was bright as a filament, so kick back and just listen, cause it's his story we telling it.
Ready. Set. Go.
Robert Millikan used the falling droplet method, making water droplets pass through charging metal, and as they began to settle, he could see what was happening on a scale so little, and it wasn't a riddle. He used a microscope and observed it, then he wrote, the charge of a single electron is 1.602 multiplied by 10 to the negative 19th power. However, his results were not precise enough. Some scientists thought it was just a bluff, so later on he redid it with a different kind of liquid. He replaced it with oil, and he was glad he did. The oil evaporated slower, allowing Rob to see it closer, and all the scientists then took him seriously. Rob later dealt with photoelectricity, and in 1923 he received the Nobel Prize, and with what he'd done, it was of no surprise. Everyone remembered that the day he died.
His name was Robert Millikan, he's teaching still, instilling and using clouds and distilling them and discovering aspects of elements. His knowledge still is relevant, knowledge is gold and he's selling it. But Robert ain't a revenant, and even though he's a skeleton, his importance is evident. He was bright as a filament, so kick back and just listen, cause it's his story we telling it.
Why are we Alright, go. Yeah.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Scares here.
You good there?